didn't seem to mind as much as I can't remember now which one cared a little bit more than the other.
Well, I think Dad said in his interview that Grandpa didn't want you to go.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I really didn't travel anywhere, and it was wartime. I had to get on a train by myself and go to Casper, Wyoming, which I did. And we got married there. And a few months later, he was being sent as an instructor in Tonopah, Nevada. Oh no, I'm sorry, I missed it. After Casper, Wyoming, we went to Pueblo, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there for a while, and then he was being sent, he was a pilot, and he was supposedly being sent overseas, so I went home, back to New York, to my parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked out fine that he became an instructor and stayed in the States.
Yeah, that was a lucky break.
But I did not stay with him then. I stayed with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And just before I came home and left him, we decided we want a child. Mm-hmm. So I came home bearing Claire, not knowing it was Claire, and stayed with my parents. He came home from the Army a month before she was born. We stayed with my parents for 2 years with Claire. My uncle was out of the house. My brothers and my sister were around. It was a very nice, pleasant house. Very comfortable. People were always in and out. My mother's door was always open. She was always ready for company. And after the 2 years, we got an apartment, which my uncle had previously moved into, but he remarried and moved out, so we got his apartment on Walton Avenue.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was his apartment.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we lived there for about 10 years. Claire, and then Stephen came along.
Mm-hmm.
And
actually, I don't think we lived there 10 years because I think we moved when I was 9. And if we moved in there when I was about 2, we probably lived there about 7 years.
I can't remember exactly how long.
Yeah, well, I just remember because I know my age. So we were probably there.
I don't remember how long.
Yeah, it's about 7 years.
Then we moved to Electchester in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple of years of living in Electchester, we lived near a school and the kids both went to school. I went to work. Mm-hmm. Worked for the Electrical Union right up the street from where I lived. Worked there for 20 years. I liked it. And we lived in Electchester almost 50 years, believe it or not. Got tired of it, but then came along Florida. People were moving to Florida. We looked at the place, we made a decision, and we became Floridians, which I never thought we would be. Now, in the interim of all this, I forgot to mention that this is the way we looked when we first met.
Hold it up a little bit closer to the camera.
This is when we first met. That's Saul and I. That's way before.
Hold it. Let me zoom in on it.
I should have showed you that before. But now you could say, oh, look what she looked like. Oh, my goodness.
Straighten it out a little bit if you would. Ma, straighten it out. Okay. Okay, there.
This is us before.
Very nice. Beautiful picture.
You can see he was in the service. And then, after we got married and married a couple of years, we went on a cruise. Mm-hmm. This was us then.
Hold it up a little higher. Nice picture. What year was this picture taken?
This was in 1998. We were on a cruise.
Okay, not too very long ago. Okay, 9 years.
Enough.
9 years ago.
And now, this is it. You're looking at it.
Hold it, hold it, hold
it.
Hold it.
Unfortunately, my parents are gone. My sister's gone. I have my brothers. I have Claire. I have Stephen. Claire is married, has 2. A wonderful husband, Harvey. two terrific girls who got married, Jill and Suzanne. They have their own families now. Jill has two terrific boys, Adam and Ethan, who are presently, at this time, Ethan will be 3 and Adam was just 5, and they live in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is too far, but nothing
Right.
we can
Actually, they live an hour from Indianapolis. They live in Lafayette.
do. In
Yeah.
Lafayette, Indiana.
Yeah.
Suzanne does not live far from Claire and Harvey. And she has a gorgeous little boy, Benjamin. He'll be a year old tomorrow. He is now visiting, but he's outside taking a nap.
No.
And I think that's
Say that again, Mom. I think we missed that.
Benjamin will be a year old March 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that it's a little difficult for us to get to New York, Suzanne and Claire came down here for a visit with him.
And now it's February, like I said before.
And he's outside now taking a nap. And we're inside taking my movie picture. And that's about all I have to say right now. There are maybe lots of incidences, but I can't recall and I'm not going to go through them. I had a wonderful, wonderful childhood. And we're having a good, what should I say, older
Retirement.
retirement time, except that too many things have gotten in the way of some.
Yeah. You had some major surgeries in the last
Well,
year and a half.
I've had major surgery, but we're getting over that, and Grandpa is not doing too well either.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying our best and getting
Yeah.
along.
You had brain surgery, brain tumor, a year and a half ago. And
well,
look at you now. You
it
look
had
great.
nothing to do with my brains.
We know that.
It had to do with my eyes.
We know
My
that.
eyesight was failing because of that, and they fixed me up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather not go into that now.
Okay.
That's about all.
Okay.
You have to see for yourself what you're looking at the movies, like it or not.
Okay.
Bye. Nice talking to you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Suzanne.